So the unit number 5, okay, the subtopics of the unit number 5 is the data communication. Basically, in this unit, we are going to discuss communication process, data transmission speed, transmission types and medias, modem and working. Then computer network and internet and its services. Okay, so the first topic is the data communication. Okay, the term communication means sending or receiving information. When we communicate, we share information or data. A communication system can be defined as the collection of hardware and software that facilitates inter-system exchange of information between different devices. So basically, the communication means sharing the information or sending the data and receiving the data between the different types of devices. Okay. So the data communication, what will be the data communication? It is exchange the data between two devices using some form of transmission medias. So basically, we need to transmission media to transfer the data or exchange the data between different types of devices. It is includes the transfer of data or information and the method of preservation of data during the transfer of process. So basically, the data communication is the combination of the transferring the data or information and the methods of preservation of data. What method will be used to storing the data during that communication or transferring the data between different sources. Okay, the data is transferred from one place to another in the form of signals. So basically, the basic needs to transfer the data from one place to another place, that is the which form of signal will be used to transfer this data. Now, what will be the signals? There are different types of signals used to transferring data from one place to another place, like digital signals, analog signals, or hybrid signals. Okay, so there are basically three types of signals. So these signals are the data communication. There are three types of signal. The first one is the digital signal. In this signal, data is transmitted in the form of in the electronic form, like binary digits, 0 and 1 form. Okay, the second type of signal is the analog signal. In this signal, data is transmitted in the form of radio waves, like telephone lines. Okay, the third one is the hybrid signal. Basically, this is the combination of digital and analog signals, which can be transferred in the form of the binary digits and by using the radio wave links like telephone lines. So the third one is the hybrid signal. These signals have properties of both analog signal and digital signal. So basically, we have to remember the types of signal. The first one is the digital signal, which belongs to the transmission form like electronic form, like digital or binary signals, 0, 1. Analog signals use the radio waves, and the hybrid signal, which have the properties of both digital signals and analog signals. Okay, sometimes we refer the transmission speed. What is the data transmission speed? So the data transmission speed typically measured in the Mbps. Okay, so the next topic is the data transmission speed. So data transmission speed is the rate at which the data packets cross a computer network from one server to another. So the data is transmission speed, that means the rate, which speed of rate any packet of data can be transferred from one server to another server. Transmission speed is typically measured in the megabits per second, which is called Mbps. Okay, so this is not a megabyte per second, this is the megabits per second. Okay, which equal 1 million bits per second. एक सेकेंड में 1 सेकेंड में ये 1 मिलियन बिट्स को ट्रांसफर कर सकता है. 1 मिलियन बिट्स, दैट मीन्स 0 and 1 बाइनरी डिजिट्स. So it can be transferred from one server to another server by using this speed. So although gigabyte and even terabyte speed are becoming common, so nowadays the speeds of data transmission will rapidly increase day by day. So there is also available the gigabits and terabits also, but the commonly used is the megabits per second. So the transmission speed or the unit of transmission speed is the measured by megabits per second, Mbps. Okay, so how can we transfer the data from one place to another place by using with these signals, by using the some communication channels. So basically these channels are called the data communication types, or we can say that the modes of communication types or modes of communication channel. So there are different types of channel like simplex channel, half duplex channel, or full duplex channel. So these are also important to communicate from one server to another server. So the next is the data communication types or modes, or we can say that the communication channels. So the first one is the simplex channel. Okay, the communication channel refers to the direction of signal. Okay, the communication means the data transfer from one place to another place. So what will be transferred from one place to another place? So the data transfer from one place to another place in the form of signals. Now what is the direction of signal flow between two linked device? That is called the communication channel. ओके तो सबसे पहले जो पहला कम्युनिकेशन चैनल है दैट इज द सिंप्लेक्स चैनल. Okay, in this channel the flow of data is always in one direction with no capability to support response in another direction. So this is the basically a unidirectional channel. You can say that the simplex channel, that means unidirectional, because it does not have any type of capability to response from the other side or another direction. So this is the unidirectional, one direction में ये flow होगा. So this communication is okay unidirectional. Only one of the communicating device transmit information and the other can only receive it. So like radio. So radio transfer the data in the sound form or audio form, and listeners can the receive the data form in the form of the audio. So there is no possibilities the listener can transmit the response to the radios stations. So that is the example of the simplex channel. So example is the radio, also the television and keyboard also is the type of the simplex channel. Now okay, this is the diagram of the simplex mode. There is the one sender, which is the device 1, and there is the receiver, that will be the device 2. The direction of the flow at all times. So एक टाइम में इसी तरह से यूनिडायरेक्शनल जो है सिग्नल ट्रांसफर होता है फ्रॉम डिवाइस 1 टू डिवाइस 2. ओके, देयर इज नो फैसिलिटी to sender can receive any kind of response from the receiver side. So that is called the simplex mode of the data transmission, or a simplex channel of the data transmission. Okay, the another type or second type of channel is called the half duplex. So the half duplex, that means you can say that the receiver or sender can receive from the response from the receiver any some type of the response from the receiver, but the time will be time will not be the same time. So in different time the sender can receive the some response from the receiver end. So the channel in this channel the data can flow in both direction but not at the same direction. So basically this is the you can say that this is not a unidirectional. Basically the data can flow both the direction but not at the same time. So when one device transmit information, then other can only receive at the point of time. Okay, so एक time में the receiver sender can be send the data, and the same time the receiver can only receive the data, not it cannot be able to send the data from the receiver end. Okay, for example the walkie-talkie is the best example. You can see that in the diagram there is sender can send the data direction of flow at the time 1. So time 1 the sender can send the data and receiver can receive the data, but the time 2 the sender will play as a role of the receiver and the receiver can play as a sender role of sender. So in this the time 2 the receiver can send the data to the sender and sender can receive the data from the receiver. Okay, so this is the device 1 and device 2. So this is the half duplex. Basically this is the channel where the data can be flow in the both the direction but not the at the same time. Okay, the third one is called the full duplex. Okay, the channel, okay, sorry. In this channel, the flow of data is in both the directions at a time. So basically, the data can flow in both the direction at the same time. Both stations, for example, both stations can transmit and receive information simultaneously. So एक ही time में जो है हम data receive भी कर सकते हैं और send भी कर सकते हैं. So that is the full duplex. The example is the our mobile phone. Mobile phones are the best example of the full duplex communication channel. Okay, so wireless handset, or you can say that the mobile phones are the full duplex category of channel. Okay, in this diagram you can say that the sender can send the data to the receiver, and receiver playing as a sender, and it can also send the data to the sender end, but the time will be this at the same time duration. Okay, so direction of the flow all at all the time. So same time में हम data receive भी कर सकते हैं, data send भी कर सकते हैं. That is the example of the full duplex communication channel. Now we have what is the communication? Communication is the data transmission from one place to another place in the form of signal, and the signal needs to the some type of the communication channels. Now what will be the data communication media? We have to need a type of any type of communication media which support the transferring these signals or data from one channel, sorry, from one device to another device. So basically the next topic is the data communication media. What will be the data communication media which support the or provide the any kind of medium to transferring the data from one place to another place. Okay, so this is the transmission media. Okay, so basically transmission media will categorize into two categories. First is the guided media or wired media, and the second one is the wireless or unguided media. And the wire media again categorized in the three categories. First is the twisted coaxial cable. So basically twisted pair is the Ethernet. You can say that this is the Ethernet cable. The second one is the coaxial cable, and the third one is the fiber optic cable. Now the wireless communication media is the first is the radio wave signal, second is the microwave signal, and third one is the IR or infrared signals. So there are two types of communication media. First one is the wired and second one is the wireless. Now the data communication media of a network refers to the transmission media or the connecting media used in the network. So basically these are the type of connecting media which can connect the two networks. It can be broadly defined as anything that can carry information from source to destination. So any type of any kind of the device which can carry the any kind of information or data from source to receiver or source to destination, that will be the communication medium or communication media. So it refers to the physical media through which communication signals can be transmitted from one point to another point. So basically it provides the some kind of the medium to transfer signals from one place to another place or one point to another point. Transmission media can be divided into two broad categories. As I said, first is the guided media or wire technology. The data signal in the guided media is bound by the cabling system. So basically we have to need a cable for for the wire technology that guides the data signal along a specific path. It consists of cable composed metal like copper, tin, or silver. So these are the some kind of metallic type of cables which is used for the wired technology. The first one is the Ethernet cable, or you can say that it's also known as the twisted pair cable. So this is the important thing you have to remember. The Ethernet cable will also known as the twisted pair cable. In this cable, wired are twisted together. You can say that you can see that in the images. There are the copper wired which is twisted pair, which are surrounded by the insulating material. These are the insulating material, and an outer layer called jacket. So basically, these are the twisted pair. The second one is the spline, and the one is this is the, I think you can see, these are this kind of the wire, which is called the ripcord. Okay, one of the wire is used to carry signal to the receiver, and the other is used only as a ground reference. So basically, the first one is used for the grounded signal, carry the signal, and the second one used for the ground reference. And examples are local area network, which is called the LAN, which twisted pair use the twisted pair cable. So the LAN networks also always use the twisted pair cable or Ethernet cable to transfer the signal from one server to another server. Okay. So basically, the splines are used to separate these twisted pairs. Okay. And the ripcord are used for the removing these coat or these are called the jacket. Okay, the outer layer is called the jacket. So ripcord is used to remove the jacket easily. Okay, and the spline are used to separate these twisted pairs from one pair to another pair. Okay, so these are the important things which is used in the Ethernet cable or twisted pair cable. Okay, the first type is the Ethernet cable or twisted pair cable, which is the first type of guided media or wire technology. Now the second one is the coaxial cable. Coaxial cable. Okay, it carries the signal of higher frequency data communication through the network. So basically, these are the fastest as compared to the Ethernet cable. It has a single inner conductor that transmit electric signal, and the outer conductor act as the ground and is wrapped in the sheet of Teflon or PVC. So you can see that this is the copper mesh. Okay, and the inner insulation, this is the inner insulation. The last part or inner part is the copper wire, and the outer is the used to the insulation. Okay, so which is also used or act as the ground. Okay, and this outer layer to making the outer layer, use the sheet of Teflon or PVC. Coaxial cable is commonly used in the transporting multi-channel television signal in cities. So basically, the best use of the coaxial cable is the transporting multi-channel television signal in the cities area. Okay, for example, cable TV network. So you can see that the cable used in the TV network is the coaxial cable type. Okay, the third one is the fiber optic cable. Nowadays, the fiber optic cable are used to the broadband connections. It is made of the glass or plastic and transmits signal in the form of the lights from source to the source at one end to the another. Optical fiber allows transmission over longer distance at higher bandwidth, which is not affected by the electromagnetic field. So basically, the broadband connection are used to transfer the signal, fiber optic cables. So you can see that this is the outer jacket, this is the outer lamination, or you can say that the outer layer. The next is the strength member. This is the strength member which cover the coatings. Now the third layer is the coating, and the second last is the cladding, and the last or inner layer is called the glass core. So basically, this is the glass core which can use to transmit the signals in the form of the lights. Okay, the speed of optical fiber is 100 of times faster than the coaxial cable. So basically, these are the fastest wired technology, and which is basically used in the broadband connections. Okay, now the second category of data communication media, that is the wireless technology. It is the transfer of information over a distance without the use of enhanced electrical conductors or wires. So basically, these are the wireless connection or wireless medium, which is there is no need of any kind of wires. When the computer in the network are interconnected and data is transmitted through waves, then they are said to be connected through the unguided media. So basically, if there is no any kind of wire used to transmit the signal, or basically the data are transmitted through the any kind of waves, then it is to be called the wireless technology. Some commonly used unguided media or transmission are, the first one is the radio wave transmission. So this is the first type of the wireless technology when two terminals communicate by using radio frequency. So basically the types of wireless technologies are depends on the which kind of the frequency used to transmit the data. So then such type of communication is known as the radio wave transmission. So basically radio wave transmission used it to use the radio waves to transmitting the data. This transmission in also known as the radio frequency transmission, because the signals used in this type of transmission is the radio frequency. These are the omnidirectional. So you can see that this one is the transmitter and there is the antenna. The waves are used in this type of transmission is the radio wave. Okay, so the second antenna used connected in the end of the receiver. So the frequency used in this type of transmission is the radio wave. So that's why this is called the radio wave transmission. Okay, and remember this is the omnidirectional type of the transmission signal. Now the next one is the microwave transmission. So basically the microwave transmission used to mobile networking. Okay, the microwaves are electromagnetic waves. Basically these transmission use the signal of electromagnetic waves as the medium. Okay, having frequency range from the 0.3 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz. The range of the frequencies of microwave transmission are the 0.3 gigahertz to the 300 gigahertz. Microwaves are unidirectional. This is the unidirectional. So microwave have a higher frequency than that of radio waves. Microwave is one of the fastest media for data transmission over communication channel. It is used in cellular network and television broadcasting. So basically these are used in the cellular network or cell phone networks or television broadcasting networks. The last one is the infrared wave transmission. So basically the best example of the infrared wave transmission is the remote and television. You can use the remote to operate the television. Basically there is the signal which is used in that communication or controlling the television, that is the infrared waves. So infrared waves are the high frequency wave used for short range communication. So that's why these are used in the remote and television type of communication, because these are the used for short range communication. These waves do not pass through the solid objects. So जब कोई solid objects आपके obstacle के रूप में आ जाएगा, for example any wall or any kind of obstacle between the remote and television, it cannot be work or operate the television. So they are mainly used in the television remote wireless speakers. Okay, so these are the infrared wave transmission. Okay. Now the next thing is the modem. Modem is the some kind of modulator, you can say that, the which is also used to transfer the data from one place to another place or one server to another server. So the next thing is the modem and its working. So a modem is a type of network device. Basically this is the network device that helps devices in getting connected with the internet. So basically the modems are used to connection between the devices and to the internet. It converts digital data in a suitable format for analog transmission. This device has different types that can be installed according to your data requirement. So the modem is basically, what is the modem? Modem is the type of network. This is the repeated. So okay, modem is a hardware that transmit the data by modulating carrier wave signal to encode the digital information. The receiver will demodulate the digital signal for recreating the original digital information. So okay, how does it work, or how does the modem works? Whenever a user upload data from computer on the internet, the modem takes in the digital signal from your computer and then convert this signal into the analog signal, because the computer understands the analog signal or 0 and 1 binary form. Okay, analog signal can be easily accessed by the telephone network. When the computers try to download data from the internet, the modem takes the analog signal over the telephone and convert into the signal into the digital signal. So you can see that there is the one computer, and the one is the modem 1, and you can see that there is the modem 2. So suppose this modem is used to modulate the digital signal, so it can convert the digital signal into the analog signal. So this is the modulator. It is work as the modulator. Now it use the telephone network to transfer the data from sender to the receiver. This is receiver end. Okay. Now there is another modem which received the data in the form of the analog signal, which can again use a demodulator and convert the analog signal into the digital signal and receiving by the receiver end. So basically the modem used as the modulator, and also it can used as the demodulator. So basically modem can convert the analog to digital and digital to analog signal, okay, to transfer the data from one end to another end. Now the next one is the computer network. Okay, it is a collection of two or more computers which are connected together to share information and resources. Okay, computer network, basically these are the some kind of network which is connected between one or more than one or two computers to sharing the information or to sharing the computers, to sharing the data. Okay, the computer network is a combination of hardware and software that allows communication between computers over a network. So एक network है, उसके इर्द गिर्द जितने भी सारे devices हैं, that can be sharing their information between these networks. Okay, so the first computer network is the name of the first computer network is the ARPANET. Okay, ARPANET. Basically, the ARPANET introduced in the 1969, and the full form of the ARPANET, that means Advanced Research Project Agency Network. Okay, so the important thing is suppose this is the one question like what is the first computer network? So the answer will be the ARPANET is the first network which is introduced in the 1969. Basically the ARPANET means Advanced Research Project Agency Network. Okay, and okay, suppose there is a network, so the network needs some kind of terminology which is used in the computer network, like there is protocols. Okay, to operate the computer network we need the protocols. So basically this is the network protocol or internet network protocols. So basically network protocols are some kind of rules. Okay, these are the rules. So behind any type of computer network, there are some basic rules which is used to sharing the information. So we need the protocols to operate any kind of computer network. The second one is the nodes. The second terminology is the nodes. So basically the nodes are some kind of connection points. Okay, these are the connection points. Like there is device 1 and device 1, so these are the connected between each other. So these are the nodes. We can say that there is the connection point between the devices. Okay, so these are called the nodes. Okay, the third one is the server. If there is the computer network, the most important thing, the servers. The server means it's some kind of you can say that the main computer, or you can say that the most powerful computer in the computer network. So server are the main computer or most powerful computer in the network. Okay, the fourth one is the terminals. So basically the terminals are used to sharing resources of supercomputers. Okay, terminals are used to sharing resources of supercomputers. Okay, so basically the supercomputers are used to control the all the computer networks, and basically the terminals are used to sharing the resources of supercomputer to operate or to sharing the information between the devices in that networks. Okay, so these are the most important terminology which is used in the computer network. So always remember, it can always be a question in the examination, like what is the protocol. So basically the protocols are the simply you can say that the rules. Nodes, that means the connection point where the two network or two devices are connected to each other. Okay, the server are the main computer or most powerful computer. Terminals are the some kind of resources which is resources of the supercomputer to using transferring the information. Okay, the first computer network is the ARPANET, which is introduced in the 1969. Now, some another type of devices which is used in the network devices or network computer network, like okay, what is the network devices? These devices are required to amplify the signal to restore the original strength of signal. Suppose there is any kind of data we need to transfer from sender to the receiver. So between the two devices there is the medium which is used to transfer the signal from one place to another place. But in between these two devices there is a chances the signals will be the weaker from by the transferring the from one data from one place to another place. So that's why we need to amplify that signal. So the devices are required to amplify the signal to restore the original strength. So basically it's used to restore the original strength of the signal and to provide an interface to connect multiple computer in the network. Now there are many types of network devices used in the networking, because agar network signal weak ho jayega then the speed will also be affected. That's why we have to need the network devices. The first one is the repeater. A repeater boosts the signal back to its correct level. The second one is the hub. It is like a repeater with multiple ports. Basically, repeater is also some kind of device which is used to boost the signal, boosting. Okay, signal boosting. Like hub is also a repeater, but the hub is the hub has the multiple ports used to connect the network channels. Now the third one is the gateway. It is an interconnecting device which joins two different network protocols together. We have the two networks, computer network. The first one has the another kind of protocols, and the second one is the another type of protocol. But the gateway is able to connect these network, both the network which has the different types of protocols. So the gateway is used to interconnect it as a interconnected devices. Then fourth one is the switch. It is a small hardware device that join multiple computer together within one LAN. So basically the switch is some kind of on-off kind of switch that is basically hardware device that joins multiple computers. Okay, which can be used to join the multiple computers within one LAN. एक ही local area network में यहाँ पे switch को use किया जा सकता है. It helps to reduce overall network traffic. So traffic को reduce करने के लिए switch का use किया जाता है. Now the next one is router. Router is the most important thing for the computer networking. It is a hardware device which is designed to take incoming packets, analyze packets, moving and converting packets to another network interface, dropping the packets, directing packets to the appropriate location. So basically router are some kind of device which is used for multiple operations, like it can which is designed to take कोई भी डेटा का एक पैकेट है, so it can take the incoming packets and then it can use to analyze this packet, and used to moving or converting packets according to the network interface. Then it can also used to drop the packet to the receiver ends, or it can be used to directing these packets where to be sent. So it also can use to directing the packets to the appropriate locations. Okay, so router is the most important device used in the computer network. The next one is the bridge. It serves as a similar function as a switch. So basically bridge and switches are the common type of devices, whereas the switch is used to join the multiple computers within a LAN. Similarly, the bridge can also the some kind of the switch. Okay, so basically the work of switch or objecting the switch is the basically it can reduce the traffic signals. Okay, and similarly the bridge is used to reduce the traffic or signal traffic, but basically it can divided these traffics. So basically switch and the bridge are similar kind of devices. Now the next one is the modem. So I have already said that what is the modem. So basically it is a device which can convert the digital signal to an analog and analog signal to the digital signal. So basically modem can be work as the modulator, and also it can act as the demodulator, okay, at the receiver end. Okay, the next topic is the computer network. So I have already said the what is the computer network and which type of devices used in the computer network. Now the types of computer network, how many types of computer network? So the some types of computer network are like LAN, MAN, WAN, and these are the types of network. The first one is the local area network, that is called LAN. The second one is the metropolitan area network, that is the MAN. The third one is the wide area network, WAN, WAN. And the last one is the personal area network, that is PAN. Okay, so these are the four most important types of computer network: LAN, MAN, WAN, and PAN. So the first one is the local area network. Okay, it connects network device over relatively short distance. So basically these are used to connecting the devices over a relatively short distance as compared to the MAN, WAN, and MAN and WAN. So basically these are the network or connected network which is relatively used for the short distancing networking. It is a system in which computers are reconnected and the geographical area such as home, office, buildings, school may be within a building to 1 किलोमीटर, 1 किलोमीटर के अंदर में जो भी हमारे बिल्डिंग्स हैं उनको कनेक्ट करने के लिए हम लैन नेटवर्क का यूज करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल इन होम, office uses, buildings, school, these are use the local area networking. Okay, so LANs are typically owned, controlled, and managed by a single person or a single organization. Okay, so you can see that there is a switch which is basically divide or reduce the trafficking signals or signal traffics. Okay, so there is a laptop and connected to the switch by the LAN cable. Similarly, in this switch we have also connected the another computer by the LAN cable, the third computer by the LAN cable, the fourth computer laptop within the LAN cable. There is a printer also printer or connected by the using the LAN cable, and there is the router. So the router can allow the signal within this network. This is the local area network. So basically this kind of network are used in the any kind of office, used schools, buildings, or within in our homes or houses. So this is the local area network. Okay, so the distance or the range of this kind of area network is the 1 kilometer, within the 1 kilometer. Okay, now the second one is the metropolitan area network. This is MAN. It is a data network designed for a town or city. So एक city में या एक town में जो network create होता है, that is called the metropolitan area network. It connects an area larger than LAN but smaller than WAN. So basically these are the smaller range of the WAN as compared to the WAN, but the larger range than the LAN. Its main purpose is to share hardware and software resources by the various users. Cable TV network is an example of the metropolitan area network. So basically, the main purpose of the metropolitan area network or MAN is the sharing the hardware and software resources by the various users. The examples are the cable TV network is an example of the metropolitan area network. Okay, suppose this is the main server of MAN server, that is the metropolitan area network server, and you can connect some kind of LAN, like this is the one office, this is the another LAN, yeah, local area network, and we have always we have the network, some another building which is connected to the MAN, another LAN, another building. So all the LANs connected to the MAN network. So basically this is used in the some kind of town or city which is collectively known as the metropolitan area network. Okay, now the next one is the wide area network. So WAN is geographically dispersed collection of LANs. So बहुत सारे LANs और जो हमारे MAN नेटवर्क है वो मिलाकर के वाइड एरिया नेटवर्क बनता है. A network device called a router connect LAN to a WAN. Like the internet, most WANs are not owned by any one organization, but rather exist under collectively or distributed ownership and management. So you can see that there is a LAN, another LAN, and another LAN. So basically the wide area network is the connection between the some kind of LANs. Okay. Now the last one is the personal area network. So basically these are used for the personal connection or creating the personal network area, like some kind of Wi-Fi networking in the home or office. So PAN refers to small network communication. These are used in the few limited range, which is in reachability of the individual person, एक person के लिए. For example, this is the personal area network we have, which is basically a personal computer. We can connect in this computer, mouse is connected to this computer. Also we can connect the some like mobile, headphones, printer. These all can create the some kind of personal area network. So basically this is the small kind of network of the communication. Few examples of PAN are Bluetooth, wireless, USB. These are the basically create the personal area network, which is used by the individual persons. Okay. Okay. The last topic for the today's class is the network topology. Okay. The term topology refers to the way of network is laid out either physically or logically. Topology can be referred as the geometric arrangement of computer system. Each computer system in a topology known as the node. The most commonly used topology are described below. The first is the bus topology. So basically the topology or the network topology, that means the connection of the different types of computers. Okay. So basically we can create some kind of topology or some kind of network. You can say that the similar kind of to the network, like we can connect the some computer system to each other. So this is known as the node or topology. The first one is the bus topology. It is such as there is a single line to which all nodes are connected. So you can see that this is the single line. You can connect this line into the with the server. Then you can connect the some kind of printer, laptop, workstation, laptop, workstation. So the single line is used to connect all the nodes. It is usually used when a network installation is small, simple, or temporary. So this kind of topology is used where you can install a network installation of simple and small and temporary type of topology. In the bus topology, all the network components are connected with the same line or single line. Okay, so these are called the bus topology. The second one is called the star topology. In this network topology, the peripheral nodes are connected to a central nodes. So you can say that there is no single line or one singular line. There is a hub, okay, and all the devices are connected between these hubs. So these are basically designed a star kind of connection or a star kind of topology. So that's why this is referred as the star topology. So connected to a central node, which is called the hub. This is the central node, which rebroadcast all transmission received from any peripheral nodes to all peripheral nodes across the network. A star network can be expanded by placing another star hub. So suppose you can connect the another hub, and again you can create another star to this type of network or star topology. The next one is the ring or circular topology. So this topology is used in the high performance network where large bandwidth is necessary. The protocol used to implement ring topology are token ring and fiber distributed data interface. So basically this is called the FDDI, fiber distributed data interface. In ring topology, data is transmitted in the form of the token over a network. So the token is a kind of signals which is or medium which is used to create the circular topology or ring topology. So basically this is the faster this can create the faster bandwidth for the signals. Okay, so you can see that in image there is a ring type or circular type of topology or connection. Now the next one is the mesh topology. So you can say that there is a connection which is create some kind of mesh. It is also known as the completely interconnected topology. Completely interconnected topology. In mesh topology, every node has dedicated point-to-point link to every other nodes. So you can see that there is any kind of device which has the nodes which can connect between all the devices. Okay, so it can connect the device number 2, device number 3, device number 3, device number 4. Similarly, the device number 2 can connect between all the devices. So it creates the some kind of mesh topology or interconnection network. Now the next one is the tree topology. So this is the network topology in which nodes are arranged as a tree. The function of the central node in the topology may be distributed. So this is the central node which can divided in the device number 2 and device number 2. The device number 2 connect the device number 4 and 5. Similarly, device number 3 connect the or distribute the signals to device number 6 and device number 7. So it can create some kind of tree kind of arrangement. Its a basic structure is like a inverted tree. So basically this is the inverted tree where the roots act as a server. This root is act as the server. It allows more device to be attached to the single hub. Okay, so these are the some kind of network topology which is used in the network computer networking. Okay, one more thing, that is the terms used in the network. So first one is the multiplexing. It is a technique used for transmitting signals simultaneously over a common medium. एक common medium है, उसमें अलग अलग signals को एक ही time में अगर हम signal को transmit करते हैं, that is called the multiplexing. Okay, multiplexing, that means the signals transmitting from one end to another and at the same time, that is called the multiplexing of the networking. It involves single path and multiple channels for data communication. The next one is the term is the code division multiple access. This is called CDMA. It is a channel access method used by various radio communication technology. So basically the CDMA is some kind of channel access method. CDMA employs spread spectrum technology and spatial coding scheme where each transmitter is assigned a code to allow multiple users to be multiplexed over the same physical channel. So basically the CDMA is the some kind of signal which is used in the multiplexing. अगर आप मल्टीप्लेक्सिंग कर रहे हैं मतलब एक ही सिग्नल में साइमल्टेनियसली एक ही मीडियम में साइमल्टेनियसली कई सिग्नल्स को आप ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं, then you have to need some kind of accessing codes, that is the CDMA. So basically the code division multiple access. So multiple is the refer as the multiplexing. So these are the some kind of code which is used in the multiplexing to the signals in single path at the same time. Now the next one is the packet switching. It refers to the method of digital networking communication that combines all transmitting data regardless of content, type or structure into the suitable sized block known as the packet. So basically the packet switching in some kind of the packet of the data which is used to transfer from or transmit the data from one place to another place. The next one is the public switched telephone network, that is called PSTN. It is designed for telephone which require modem for data communication. It is used for fax machine also. So basically in fax machine, the PSTN used as a network, public switched telephone network. The last one is the integrated service digital network, ISDN. Okay, this is the fifth. We have two more, Ethernet and token. So the ISDN, that means it is the used for voice, video and data services. It is used digital transmission and combines both circuit and packet switching. So ISDN, that means integrated service digital network, ISDN. Now the sixth is the Ethernet. As I said, basically the Ethernet, that means the kind of wired connection or wired medium. It is widely used in technology employs bus technology. An Ethernet LAN consists of single coaxial cable Ether. So basically the LAN, so Ethernet is the some kind of coaxial, but the single coaxial cable called the Ether. It operates 10 Mbps and provides 48 bits address. Fast Ethernet operates the 100 Mbps. So basically जो हम fiber optics में use होते हैं वो fiber signal है. Ethernet is the twisted pair kind of the wire. So basically it operates in the 10 Mbps and also it can operate in the 100 Mbps speed. So basically Mbps, that means megabits per second. The token, it is a small message used to pass between one station to another station. So basically the tokens are some kind of message which is used as a pass to signal from one station to another station. Okay, so that's it for today's. These are the terms related in the, which is related in the networking. Now in next class we are going to discuss or complete the unit number 5. So the next topic will be internet and its services, and then the last unit will be the arithmetic operation for the computing. Okay, so thank you.
To watch the complete video, download Mining Gyan 2.0 app from the Play Store and enjoy seamless learning with Mining Gyan 2.0.